It's 60 cycles, and it's got this rubber claw on it, and it grabs the strings. And basically, it's like the guitar has got this 60 cycle note playing through it for a week or whatever you leave it up there for. And I'm Stevie Coyle, those guys they say it actually makes a difference. I don't doubt it. It's it's fine, but I'm not all that picky about this stuff, so I'm not the best. You would think. Uh-oh. We're losing power. Are we losing power? The lights are dimming. Oh my God.
Get out the rubber band. Okay, I'm going to take the placard down so they can see you. And then I'm going to turn the volume up so they can hear you out the stream.
You just tell me what to do and when, and I'll do it then.
Okay, stand by for adventure.
Captain Satellite.
Yep,
Where were you raised?
Detroit.
Detroit.
00 Island.
So everybody, every town, major town had their own Bozo the Clown and their own.
Yeah,
You
they
guys
did.
had a guy who.
We had Bozo and we had Milky. Milky the Clown.
We had.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Maurice Tani, who will take it from here.
Wow, that's quite an introduction. Thank you, thank you. Well, happy Valentine's Day Eve, or Valentine's Eve, Valentine's Day Eve, the day before Valentine's Day. We're gonna do a bunch of songs that are loosely romantically based songs about love. Although in my particular genre, these songs can be rather broad in terms of the effect that we're going after with these songs. But this is Henry Salvia, and so I want to thank Burden Beckett, Eric E. Bird Whittington back there, and Angela Lily Beckett for booking these things, and not just for me, but for everybody that they have managed to support. We've done some stuff here during the pandemic, and sometimes with nothing but this lens that we're staring into here. And
Just so that you're not the only one who thanks me, I'm going to turn these lights out of their eyes so they thank me too.
oh, excellent.
Blinding. Oh, you're welcome. Isn't that way better? Because we care.
Because we care. We do.
It's because Angie would scold me if I didn't do it.
Oh, Angela, she scares me.
Boy, I tell you, I scare myself. All right.
All right.
Carry on, fellas.
Thank you, Eric. So we just might as well just kind of
Da-da-dum, yep. 151 intro.
151 intro.
All right.
Pardon me if I'm sentimental when we say goodbye. Don't be angry with me, should I cry? When you're gone, yet I'll dream a little dream as years go by. Now and then, there's a fool such as I. Now and then, there's a fool such as I am over you. You taught me how to love, and now you say we are through. I'm a fool, but I love you, dear, until the day I die. Now and then, there's a fool such as I. Want one, Henry? Why not? if I'm sentimental when we say goodbye. Don't be angry with me, should I cry? When you're gone, yet I'll dream a little dream as years go by. Now and then there's a fool such as I. Oh, now and then there's a fool such as I am over you. You taught me how to love, and now you say that we are through. Fool said I'll love you, dear, until the day I die. Now and then there's a fool such as I. Now and then there's a fool such as I. What I know. I'll put on glasses, then I can read what this thing. I'm just kind of flying on. Got too much stuff in my pockets. I have too much stuff in my pockets. Okay. Oh, that was a Bill Trader song from 1962. They were big on love in 1962. And you want to try this? This is a new song that is relatively new song that's going to be on a new album that I am currently recording down at Graceland, USA, and the recording is going to sound vastly different than what we are about to do here. So this one, it's either try to remember this or try to forget it. We don't know what's going to happen here. Yeah. There we go. Well, intellectually, I know why you walked out that door. It made sense to me, you couldn't do it anymore. And that part of me knows you reaped the score. And emotionally, that was a tough road to hoe. It tore me up inside, but I had to learn to let go. And that part of me knows you reap what you sow. Oh, but there's another part of me that's got a mind of its own. It really should have faded, but instead it has grown. You came to your senses, I came to mine too. But there's another part of me that's still crazy about you. Crazy about you. Wanna try one, Henry? Try one. Well, realistically, we never really stood a chance. The heart and mind agree, we knew the plot in advance. And our tale would be a star-crossed romance. Oh, but there's another part of me that's got a mind of its own. It really should have faded, but instead it has grown. You came to your senses, I came to mine too. But there's another part of me that's still crazy about you. Crazy about you. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's enough of that. There we go. Henry Salvia, ladies and gentlemen. I should have sang something over that end part there, but I couldn't remember how it was going to. Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Next time. Next time. Yeah. We're probably gonna book another one in here in 2023 or so. We'll know it better than that. This one. Yeah. This is a song that I've been doing occasionally for for a while. This was a Grateful Dead song actually that I was gonna do this. What was it? It was like a Jerry Garcia birthday tribute thing, and David Gans or Stu Allen, somebody like that, was organizing the thing, and they asked me to pick some songs, and I usually pick. I can't remember what I normally pick, but yeah, Stella Blue. I love to, and he says, well, everybody wants to do Stella Blue, so but I'll give you Stella Blue if you'll do this other song. And he gives me this song that I've never heard of this song before. It's and the reason I'd never heard this song before. I mean, I'm born and raised in San Francisco. I've been following the Dead since they started, and this was a song that they only apparently performed this song like 6 times between 1989 and 1992, and it was never on any of their records, and so I was completely unaware of it. Anyway, this is a Hunter Garcia song that I thought really turned out pretty cool, and it's a lovely kind of a love song, kind of countryish. Yeah. Go for it. Well, just a few moments, just a piece of your time. That's all that I'm asking, and I'll give you mine. Just a few moments out of all you've got to show how I love you. Believe it or not. Just to show how I love you. Believe it or not. Well, you know I'm no angel, but my prospects are high. As the floodline in summer, when the rivers run dry, but I roll up my shirt sleeves and give my best shot to show how I love you. Believe it or not, just to show how I love you. Believe it or not. I've done time in the lockup, I've done time on the street, I've done time on the upswing, I've done time in defeat. right now while the sun shines on the crest of a hill, with the breeze in the pines and a gray whippoorwill making music together in a world time forgot. Let me show how I love you, believe it or not. Let me show how I love you, believe it or not. Let me show how I love you, believe it or not. Let me show how I love you, believe it or not. Yeah. Huh? Do that one again. We've got a lot of stuff to cover here, so we can't keep doubling up on everything. This one, I very rarely get a chance to sing this song, and I'm crazy about Willie Nelson, and I think we've only done this once before at a sing-along thing that we did at the Freight. God, it was pre-pandemic, which seems like a lifetime ago, 4 years ago. Anyway, you know how this. Give me a C, a bouncy C. Oh, you know that joke.
All right.
Okay. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Oh, worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? I'm crazy for thinking that my love would hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Oh, crazy, I'm crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. I often get this lovely compliment from people that say, "Oh man, you sound a little like Willie Nelson." And you know, if you remember the first time you heard your voice recorded on a tape recorder or something, and you said to yourself, "That's not what I sound like. That doesn't sound like me at all." And inside my head, I don't hear it at all. But I love Willie Nelson, and I take the compliment, and it's fun, and I love his material. So I'll just leave it at that. This one is a rather dark song. That's but we like dark songs, right? Yeah, dark.
All right, let's get dark.
Oh, let's get dark. Turn the lights down. We're goodbye, goodbye. I never thought that I could love enough to feel this much pain. We live, we love, and push comes the shove. The sadness just comes with the terrain. Tattered and torn, my letters lay stillborn, confessions now left unconfessed. And on the floor, littered with still more, expressions now left unexpressed. The heat rises up from the dry desert floor and swirls the dust to the sky. Twisting and turning, my sorrow is burning, and dancing with devils am I. I had a dream, a crow came to me, her feathers as black as the night. Come now, said she, her words a melody. We spread our black wings and took flight. The heat rises up from the dry desert floor and swirls the dust to the sky. Twisting and turning, my sorrow is burning, and dancing with devils am I. That was cool. That was cool. You wanna, is this a good one to attempt, or should we?
Oh yeah, let's try.
All right, we'll try it. This one is a kind of a classic, and from my writing, a kind of a classic country ballad that. I like the idea of this, the linear narrative in country songwriting. There's not a lot of, other than in kind of older folk music, country, traditional country at least, and maybe not the current radio kind of country, but traditional country is one of the few genres of music that really works with this, can work with this linear narrative where the song progresses as a story, and even though popular music forms are generally built on this kind of repetition, where there's a hook or something that you keep coming back to. In a linear narrative, sometimes the hook can sort of change its meaning as you go through the song. And I think there's some classic examples of that is like George Jones. He Stopped Loving Her Today, something like that, where you start out with it, you just know the title of the song, He Stopped Loving Her Today. It's like, well, they fell out of love or whatever. But by the time you get to the end of the song, it turns out he stopped loving her today because he's dead. And so, spoiler alert, we're not going to do that right now. This is another song kind of built sort of on a similar model. Anyway, Henry, get me out of this. I'm falling.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
It's kind of a different time signature.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm falling. I think this is not working out. We did rehearse this once. We did rehearse this once, but this isn't a song that is like currently part of the repertoire.
No.
How about maybe we should come back to this in the next set. We'll have another meeting about this.
We'll put a pin in this.
Yeah.
And, come back to that. Yes.
How about we had discussed the idea that we were going to take 2 songs out of these of this list of tunes. There we go. There was one that we pulled right there. How about this Chet Atkins song? This is kind of
yeah.
I've been doing this kind of a duet with Valerie J, but who is a lovely singer, a lovely woman, and but she's not here, so I'm going to do it just by myself. So just imagine another voice on top of the. So I'm just going to come right in with this. With no energy. I've had nothing but sorrow since you said we were through. There's no hope for tomorrow. How's the world treating you? Every sweet thing that matters has been broken in two. All my dreams have been shattered. How's the world treating you? I've got no plans for next Sunday. Got no plans for today. Every day is Blue Monday. Every day you're away. Though our pathways have parted, to your memory I'm true. Yes, I'll stay broken-hearted. How's the world treating you? Do you wonder about me like I'm hoping you do? Are you lonesome without me? Have you found someone new? Are you burning and yearning? Do you ever get blue? Do you think of returning? How's the world treating you? Do you think of returning? How's the world treating you? All right. How about what do you got next on your iPad full of stuff there?
Well, let's see. In alphabetical order.
In alphabetical order, right? Because we're running this. For some reason, not some reason. I'll tell you exactly why my sets are run in alphabetical order is because I pull files out of this big folder, and when they all fall into this other folder, they come up in alphabetical order. And I used a sweat over over Setlist. Janine and I used to be in a band that was like 14 people in this band, and everyone had their priority about Setlist. The drummer says, you can't play 2 shuffles in a row. Or the horn players say, yeah, you get too many songs in F in a row. Or, the singers are all, she got 3 songs in that set and I only got 2. And so we went through this period where everybody took a shot at writing set lists. And every show, and there were lots of shows, someone different would write the set list. And when my final takeaway from it is it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Once there's that split second between songs where there might be some transition, some shift in the ether between the songs. But once you're into the next song, it doesn't really make any difference what the last song was. So I figure that alphabetical is as good as any. If I could set these songs up in by order of height, I would do that. That would be perfectly fine as well. But
let the universe write your set list.
Yes, let the universe write the set list. You're just a totally random thing. So what did you come up with over there?
Well, I came up with,
okay.
Is this gonna hurt?
Okay.
This is just as good.
Is this going to hurt? That was a good idea.
Okay, is this
Wait,
gonna
where did that go? It's not in the same.
Oh, I think you got it under H.
I got it under H.
But even though the title is the same.
When you are organizing titles in alphabetically, do you use the? No, you just discount the. But the file system on the computer, it thinks the is a valid word. A fool such as I, right? Exactly. So there you have it. I'm a slave to the computer's directory system here. I want to make sure that we don't run. We got plenty of time here. Okay.
All right, can I try this one?
Yeah. This one is. I don't know what you want to say about this song. This is a heartbreaker kind of thing.
Yeah.
Carry-ons. This feels so good. It's been so long since I've had this much attention. It's been a while since I felt a spark worthy of mention. When you're alone, you don't always realize that you're lonely, and I've been lonely. My heart is on my sleeve. Tell me please, is this gonna hurt? Is this gonna hurt? I can brace myself a little if I know. Is this gonna hurt? Though I know that it won't soften up the blow, I'm not afraid to try at love and lose. Though I try to appear strong, I still bruise. Before we take this any further, let me choose. Is this gonna hurt? Is this gonna hurt? Is this gonna hurt? I watch your eyes as your lips pronounce each word I long to hear. You flatter me, and your flattery seems so sincere. But my heart, it's telling me there's aching on the way, and I turn away. I know I should beware, but I don't care. This is gonna hurt. Is this gonna hurt? I brace myself a little if I know it's gonna hurt. Though I know that it won't soften up the blow. I'm not afraid to try at love and lose. Though I'll try to appear strong, I still bruise. Before we take this any further, let me choose. Oh, is this gonna hurt? 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 What about so I'm going to go backwards through the thing now. Why don't I try this one? If we were in love.
Yeah.
This is one. This is a song that a friend of mine wrote, Ira Marlowe, who is, if you don't know Ira, he's a complicated personality, but he's a great songwriter, and we used this song on the label I work with, Little Village. We had put out a compilation of 20 original songs by 20 songwriters, just I guess 13 months ago, and I got Ira on to do this song, and I think this is really the classic kind of. It's a song about love. You know, the Valentine's Day coming up tomorrow, so that's kind of the theme we're working with here. We were talking, the car's still running, neither of us noticing the time. And even in the dark, I saw it in your eyes that shine. And each time you laughed, just when I laughed, I had a thought I almost thought was real. That if we were in love, this is how we'd feel. We've got no business going near this. It's something that we both know. It shouldn't be so hard to see things as they are and let go. So you told a story and I told a story, and we never came close to a kiss. But if we were in love, it would feel like this. Oh, and maybe there's a place somewhere everything not meant to be is meant to be there, where the laughter goes on and the sorrow is gone, and the stars all align. We sat there talking, the car still running, and I told you what I couldn't help but say. You got quiet, and I got quiet, like that might make the whole thing go away. And I caught myself, you caught yourself, then you took my hand and you said you had to go. But if we were in love, if we were in love, if we were in love, we would know. We would know. The only way I know what we're doing here is how many songs we went through, and so we're
through the looking glass.
through the looking glass. I've got cigarette glasses, and it's now 5:40. So let's do a couple more, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll regroup, and we'll do the good ones in the next set. I promise. All right. Let's see. We did Hurt, and we
Maybe one of your hits.
one of the hits.
Yeah.
One of the really dark ones, or something. Let's do. I think of you. You think of me. This song is. This song was a co-write that I wrote with my pal Ken Owen, the poet drummer of South City, and Ken brought me this song. As he was doing it for a little while, he was bringing me little chunks of lyrics, and then I was we were going to co-write these songs. And he brought me this one, and I liked it, but I tend to like stuff that's a little bit darker, and this was a little bit joyous. It was very light, and so what I do is I just want to write stuff that is interests me and that would work for me, and so I kind of rearranged it a little bit, and when I was done with it, it was definitely had a darker sort of tint to it, and I'm not sure that he liked where it went, but I think he's gotten used to it, and I put it on a record, and so that was good. But this is no one actually dies in this one. I don't want to say that. And these are based on fictional characters. So let's keep that straight. What was that woman? There was a woman at the Freight one night came up to me and said, "Oh man, I love your song so much, but I just can't," and which I took as quite a compliment. But then she laid it on with the best compliment I may have ever had. She says, "I can't believe you're not suicidal." Thank you so much. Unsolicited. That was about as I felt seen. I felt seen. All right.
Can't top that one.
That's what happens. I knew you when he left you then, as your whole world crumbled apart. I wanted my heart to be the one to make you whole again. But we both knew, for me with you, there'd only be room as a friend, and in the end there'd just be one more broken heart to mend. When the lights go down and there's no one around, and I'm deep inside my head and feeling grim, I think of you, you think of him. I think of you, thinking of him. It was so wrong that you should belong to someone that treats you that way, and yet you stay, and still I pray you'll summon the strength one day. But I bided my time till you'd be mine, but the time never came. That's still the flame blackens my heart and burns my soul away. When the lights go down and there's no one around, and I'm deep inside my head and feeling grim. I think of you, you think of him. I think of you, thinking of him. Well, I hate to do what I need to do, but I'm only thinking of what's best for you. And I'll hate myself in the morning when the crying time is through, but I never will be over loving you. My dreams were sand, they slipped through your hands, a few grains on an endless beach. But unto the breach, my dear friends, I'd step again. 'Cause when the lights go down and there's no one around, and I'm deep inside my head and feeling grim, I think of you, you think of him. I think of you. I think we ought to end on something just a little bit more up. I think this just feels. I mean, that's. I mean, that was good and all. I like that. It's, but let's do this one. We were thinking about cutting that one, but I think this is a little more lighthearted
Yeah,
and.
there you go.
Maurice, you say nobody kills anybody in that last one?
Right. There was right. I have a question here. Yes, you in the back. Yeah. No. Nobody actually. Well, nobody actually died in that one. There was certainly the threat of that, and you know, But you know, who doesn't feel that way once in a while? It's. Right. No body, no crime.
We'll take it, Travis.
I hear the lonesome whippoorwill. He sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is whining low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. I've never seen a night so long when time goes crawling by. Oh, the moon just went behind a cloud to hide its face and cry. Did you ever see a robin weep when leaves begin to die? That means he's lost the will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. The silence of a falling star lights up a purple sky. And as I wonder where you are, I am so lonesome I could cry. Could cry. All right, we'll be. We're gonna take a short break, and then we're gonna come back and do all the good stuff. So I don't go too far. Thanks for coming. I think. Yeah. Well, that was pretty good. Nobody got. we're going to try something here in order to break up this this method that I've got for it. So instead of doing this in alphabetical order from this point, we're going to go reverse alphabetical order. We're going to start with the end of the alphabet. So, but I know we're going to get all hung up when we get into the T's because of the thes. But you're all pretty well tuned in now to this controversy. So I think. Let's see. I know. I'll plug this in. This is my guitar. What if someone asked me if I was going to play it? I brought it. It could happen.
The spirit is willing.
Let's see. Oh, now. Okay. Are we going? Wait. This. Wait. Okay. Good.
So you can buy it at the piano.
Just set this down over here, just in case it's needed.
Spirit moves you, huh?
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So we got this one. We'll try this.
Sure, let's try that.
Has it been a hard day, honey? Yeah, I've had one too. I just got in the door, not 10 minutes before you. Go wash your hands now, baby. Supper is gonna be a while. I've spent all day just thinking, no, make that missing you. How I think we've found in each other a love that's strong and true. Go wash your hands now, baby. Supper is gonna be a while. I got you something special just to show you that I care. Just give me a couple of minutes, baby, then you can come upstairs. Find some quiet music on the clock radio. Pour us a couple of glasses of wine and turn the lights down low. Has it been a hard day, honey? Yeah, I've had one too. I just got in the door, not 10 minutes before you. Go wash your hands now, baby. Supper is gonna be a while. Josephine had Napoleon, Juliet had Romeo, Cleopatra had Mark Antony, Bonnie had her Clyde Barrow. We have each other, a little nation of two, undivided, forever united, just me and you. Has it been a hard day, honey? Yeah, I've had one too. I just got in the door, not 10 minutes before you. Go wash your hands now, baby. Supper is gonna be a while. Go wash your hands now, baby. Supper is gonna be a while. I I think that one's particularly romantic because of the reference to Napoleon and Josephine, which I say this often. Most romantic couple ever.
Yep.
Napoleon and Josephine.
I like the clock radio line.
The clock, yeah, good mention of clock radios. By the way, that would have been a tube-operated clock radio, I believe. Not one of these deals with the flipping plastic numbers, right? Which I mention in other songs, but this was an analog clock radio.
Nixie tubes.
No, Nixie tubes. Those are really. That's even. Those are the electronic ones, right? With like those are really cool. I was thinking of just the flipping plastic numbers that go around on that rotate. What am I talking about? How about this one? You gonna try this? This is kind of another romantic. So this song I wrote with three friends of mine actually involved with this one, and I wrote this, and to me it was so obviously about them, and none of them ever picked up on it. I'm not quite sure how they didn't see themselves in this, but in a way I'm glad. So. This song is also on that 20 by 20 compilation that I was talking about, that Ira Marlowe song was on, and this was my contribution to that song. We've never done this before, but this is going to be exciting. Whoa, we're gonna be able to get through this.
Okay, here we go.
Coffee with cream, she thumbs through a worn magazine, pulled up, cabin light, shade up, she stares in the night, she smells him in her clothes, she tastes the ache and feels the bite. She's Venus in repose tonight, 3 flights to L.A. Magic, her dear, he made it perfectly clear to do what thou wilt was his license to kill. Deafened by the hum, magic faded as magic can, deviating from the plan, 3 flights to L.A. Oh, they could have made it big, all light, no heat from Augustine. She's fingering the figurine tonight in flight. Angel, cool gray, etches his exquisite decay on a small screen in real time, returning to the scene of the crime. The coast glitters below, reveals its shape like beads and pearls, embroidered bays, Van Gogh's light swirls, 3 flights to L.A. Nobody got hurt in that one. That's oh, well said. Well said. This.
Oh, this one.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This song I wrote and this one is going to be on the new CD as well. I wrote this. This might turn out into a duet. I'm not sure. I wrote it originally to be a duet. I've been singing it with a band pretty much by myself. And this was, I thought of this as being written in kind of stark, black and white, Diane Woods kind of Scandinavian, sort of overcast skies I've done so many demos of the song, and they've been in all kinds of different forms. They've been kind of Latin sounding, I think it's sort of dark thing, and I gave it to. You guys know Tia Gherkin and Doug Young. They are fingerstyle guitarists. They describe their music as urban chamber music, and they do. They're like real tweaky fingerstyle guitarist people. Their records, the cover is like full of all this information about what kind of guitar they used, what the tuning was, where the capo was placed on the thing, what kind of strings it was, and it's super tweaky. Anyway, I gave it to them, and they gave me back a version of the song which sounded. Well, of course, my idea when I give somebody something like this is I want to give them as little information as possible. I gave them the chords, and I gave them a track with melody on it, but no indication of tempo, no indication of feel. And they handed me back this thing. You can find it on YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel with tons of stuff, but this is among them. This is going to be completely different than that, though, and it's going to be completely different on the record when it comes out. So we've never tried to do this, so who knows what's going to happen. This is called The Truth. For 1,000 nights I was beside you, but by your side I was alone. My heart was open, I was defenseless. My soul was empty, how I hungered, but there was nothing in your arms to fill the void. For 1,000 nights, 3 years of aching, an open wound that never healed. The truth is that I left you, but you were never there. But the truth is I still care. For 1,000 nights, hope sprang eternal, but by your side I was a fool. My love unanswered, unrequited, my mind clouded with desire. I was blinded, there was brilliance, but no heed. For 1,000 nights, 3 years of longing to feel a love that could never be. The truth is that I love you, but the truth isn't always fair, because the truth is you don't care. You don't care. You don't care. You don't care. There's going to be a big piano solo, and let's how about so we're going backwards now, but by by some people's filing conventions, this would be in the L's. But
L's.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, the letters.
This is I think this is one of the most I think this is another one. I think this is another one. I was going to say this is so romantic, but then I think back. Well, why do I think it's so romantic? Well, once again, it's a Napoleonic reference. I think is my.
Something about short authoritarians.
What was that?
Short authoritarians?
What was that?
Short authoritarian.
Short of phototarian. Okay. Okay. Oh, what do I need this for anyway? Hit me. Show me your palms, show me your wrists, show me the story of your life, with all the little twists. Teach me a song, and after you're gone, it will linger on my lips. La 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 la. Take me away. I've never been. We'll soak into each other's pores, and under our skin, hold me near, and we'll disappear as we hear that sweet violin. La 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 la. Oh, the lover's card, a fortune in broken hearts. The moon is marred and Venus is scarred. Hey! Stand on the gas, feet to the flame. We'll move heaven and earth till they merge as one and the same. We'll go long, go hammer and tongs, shift this strong right down to the frame. La 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 la. I misspoke one of those last lines there. I'm not quite sure what I sang, but what I meant to say was strip this song right down to the frame. Now, I think I said something about strong and the long. It's sort of filled with a kind of a football reference in there and hot rodding. Go hammer and tongs. We'll go long is a football reference. Hammer and tongs, of course, is strip the song right down to the frame. It's a hot rod reference and a body off. Restoration.
Very sexy.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad somebody's listening. Yeah, oh, what was that? Oh, well, you're here for. Thank you. If there are any more questions from the audience, I'll be turning to you. If Angela will. Angela Lily Beckett, one of the proprietors here of the. I want to thank Angela once again and Eric E. Bird Whittington here, our proprietors from the Bird and Beckett. This one, pardon me? The football reference. Oh, that's, yes, obviously. So this is a song that a few of you have actually covered this song. This one takes place in Los Angeles about 1950. It takes place in a 3-story group of flats. I believe, in my mind's eye, I'm picturing a stucco building, probably in a sort of a tan ecru sort of colored building, probably built in the 30s. And our protagonist, this was written originally for a woman to sing, but I'm going to take a shot at it anyway. Our protagonist is someone who is vexed to some degree by a series of demons that they have tried to find their way past, but haven't quite been successful at removing those influences from her life. But she has found this little piece of hope in the person that lives upstairs from her, who is slightly more troubled than she is. So, Henry? I hear you pacing upstairs every night until dawn, dragging your baggage around, making plans to move on. I've seen you try it before, but it's yet to work out. Every road leads somewhere. You haven't found the right route. I watched you soar too high. I watched you plunge too deep. I watched you burn too hot, shine too bright, and sell too cheap. I don't care where you're bound. I need to cover some ground. My bag is packed in your car. Take me with you when you go too far. Take me with you when you go too far. Love is risking it all, skating out on the edge. I just bleed on the keys while you stand on the ledge. I wanna take that chance of going over the falls. This town just blackens the page while the white water calls. Watched you soar too high. I saw you plunge too deep. I saw you burn too hot, shine too bright, and sell too cheap. I don't care where you're bound. I need to cover some ground. My bag is packed in your car. Take me with you when you go too far. Take me with you when you go too far. My bag is packed in your car. Take me with you when you go too far. Take me with you when you go too far. Henry's wife Kathleen does a heck of a version of that as well. Okay, so this one, we actually had a request for this. Somebody actually wanted to hear this song, so
We do not judge.
this is, I think, yeah. This song is, this one's a little weird. It's kind of a strange song, but I think, I think any time that I can infuse a song with, points of anatomy, I think of them as being teachable moments, and we're. Let's see. We were barely in the foothills, and the grade was long and slow. The mountains towered in the distance, but our eyes were on the road. And as our lips met that first time, I felt your fingers at my side, gently tracing the space between the ribs number 4 and 5. As the road climbed ever higher, I caught a glimpse of gleaming steel, mountains towering around us. I kept my hands upon the wheel, with your lips on my neck, felt the tip on my side, gently tracing the space between ribs number 4 and 5. Then you slipped the dagger in, smoothly deep into my side, twisting it so slowly as we crossed the great divide. I know you didn't want to kill me. I know you could have made this so much tougher. No, you'd never want to kill me. You just want to make me suffer. I suffer with desire. I suffer in the heat. The first pin prick, the needle stick, the lover's prime conceit. And drip by drip, and sip by sip, Each heart-shaped drop of blood so bittersweet. That's the essence of it. Oh, how about the Southern Exposure song?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're well into the essence.
Yeah. This is a song about a guy who is he's got his he's kind of at odds with his romantic demons. He's got a broken heart, and but he's somewhat tortured by the imagery of romance, and I'm talking about kind of like Hallmark card kind of imagery of romance with the beautiful sunsets, or starry nights, that sort of thing. And he sees this kind of stuff, so it makes him a little sad because he's got a broken heart. So he decides, being a practical sort, that he is going to go someplace where he doesn't have to be reminded of this kind of imagery and his and the blues that he's suffering. And so he gets himself a job above the Arctic Circle. And originally, I thought this song was going to be taking place in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, or someplace like that. But I became disenchanted with the oil industry imagery of this, so I have since moved the song to the island of Svalbard, which is above Norway in the Arctic Circle. The big town there, of course, those of you geography fans, Longyearbyen is the home of the World Seed Bank, and I'm sorry, I'm a geography nut. I do like geography, and this is anyway. This is called Southern Exposure. Southern exposure, I need closure. I've sailed the ship all over the world. From the deck of this bar I've roamed near and far, looking for a place to unfurl. It's a long summer night, the sun's dim light sits low in the northern skies. It streams in the window, warm golden yellow. It's midnight on the 4th of July. It's months since I've got here, the plan is still unclear. No rudder, but I've plenty of sail. The temperature's lonely and measured in only degrees of translucent to pale. I'm dreading the sunset, it looms like an old debt I can't afford and long past due. When night falls, the stars rise and light up the dark skies, but stars just make me think about home, home and you. You were the star to guide me back when I scan the evening skies, where you once were as empty black. Such a lonely fool am I. I'm all right without a home. I'll stay busy, I'll get through. In the day I'm just alone, but at night I'm without you. The sun's my companion, lighting a canyon carved deep by a river of love. Once overflowing, the riverbed is showing it must look pretty sad from above. But I was looking for a place where the sun never sets, and I'd never have to face another night of my regrets. I'm alright without a home. I'll keep busy, I'll make do. In the day I'm just alone, but at night I'm without you. In the day I'm just alone, but at night I'm without you. Do you want to try Soap and Water, or maybe we could just?
We can try it, sure.
This one is as my friend Jim Bruno likes to say, this one still has the new song smell on it, and it's. I'm just learning to do this myself. This will also be on the new record, but who knows what form it'll take by then. And this is a song about a guy who. He was like a Berkeley graduate, Berkeley School of Music in Boston. He was like a graduate in probably like 1971 or something. He graduated from there, keyboard player. And he had a career that was going along pretty well. He was he went through that whole 70s kind of mellow soft rock scare that went on back then. That I think he may have played with like Manilow and stuff, during that period, and his career was going along pretty well. But as that sort of died down, he became sort of relegated to playing kind of smaller and smaller shows, and at this point he had become kind of a lounge pianist. And at this point was now a solo lounge pianist, and occasionally singers would come in and work with him. But he plays, Fender Rhodes, and this song is loaded with Fender Rhodes imagery. If you're a Fender Rhodes is the original electric piano. It's you'll be quite familiar with the sound of the Fender Rhodes. But anyway, this guy has found himself frustrated with the point he's come to in his career, and he has found some sort of he thinks he's found a way kind of out of this, but it's he knows that the answer to his problems that he is seeking at the moment is not the best idea, but he's just going to go for it anyway, just because he doesn't have anything else going on. Boy, that's a lot of backstory with this one. That's but anyway, that's kind of where this whole. So with that information, you can kind of fill in the blanks here. This is called Soap and Water. I've got a rose wilting in the buttonhole of my lapel. Its bloom has long surrendered to the gloom of this hotel. I was a Rhodes Scholar, 73 to 88. A suitcase and satellites on endless flights in the dead of night. Soap and water, tonight is gonna be my brand new day. Soap and water, I need a fresh look when I walk away. Diamonds on her back, sunroof top, curly lemon head, and an untouched lemon drop. I sit in the dark, wondering, in my office late at night. staring at the unmarked keys. I can't remember what to do with these. I was a Rhodes Scholar with a minor in the 3rd degree. It might not be the best shot, but I'm taking the only shot I've got. Soap and water, tonight is gonna be my brand new day. Soap and water, I need a fresh look when I walk away. Diamonds on her back, sunroof top, curly lemon head with an untouched lemon drum. Over that bridge. I've got a rose wilting in the buttonhole of my lapel. Its bloom has long surrendered to the gloom of this hotel. I was a Rhodes Scholar, 73 to 88. A suitcase and satellites on endless flights in the dead of night. Soap and water, tonight is gonna be my brand new day. Soap and water, I need a fresh look when I walk away. Diamonds on her back, sunroof top, curly lemon head with an untouched lemon drum. Lemon drum, lemon drum, lemon drum. All right. Let's do. Let's see. What do we got? We got 9 minutes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. What can we do in 9 minutes? Well, let's Apartment number 9. That's a good love song. I've got another one that I think of as a kind of. Let's do. It's always been lucky.
All right.
This is a song that I first learned from George Jones. Not that he taught it to me personally, but as it turns out, it was. I found out later it was written by Merle Haggard and a bunch of these other mutts that Freddie Powers and all. This is
Kind of rural feel. Yeah.
it's got a Merle sort of feel to it.
Give it a shot.
I've had good luck and bad luck and no luck, it's true, but I've always been lucky with you. I've been turned on and turned down when the bars close at 2, but I've always gotten lucky with you. I keep 2 strikes against me most all of the time, but when it's down to just a phone call, I'm minus a dime. There's been good luck and bad days, but when my day is through, I've always been lucky with you. I keep 2 strikes against me most all of the time. But when it's down to just a phone call, I'm minus a dime. I've had good days and bad days, but when the day is through, I've always been lucky with you. I've always been lucky with you. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Does anybody know what happened in the end of the Super Bowl? It must have been done by now. 5 more minutes? Well, all right. We've all got a chance. Oh, I've got 5 more minutes. Oh. What does... Oh, let's do Poisson. This one. Okay, here's a... This is a romantic one, dark one, and those of you who have seen me, maybe not 1,000,000 times, maybe 100,000 times, might be familiar with this one. I'm going to throw in a little additional guitar here. That's right, friends. Spare no expense.
All right. Why don't you do the intro then?
Are you going to do the intro?
Give the people what they want.
Are we in tune?
No, not exactly.
Oh, let's just stick with what you got. All right, well, it's winter in my soul, and I'm stumbling through the snow. Love's bitter and it's cold, and I've got nowhere to go. I know I should push on, but I've lost my will to try. There's a place on up the road where I'll lay right down and die. Feed me poison, but just a little at a time. Let me taste that first sweet kiss. Let me savor the sublime. Give me poison. I'll just close my eyes. Let it smother all the pain. Stick it straight into my vein and say you'll be mine. I used to wonder who I am. I don't wonder anymore. The mirror shows a face that I've never seen before. I've hidden all my scars, burned away my fingerprints, playing in the flames, destroying evidence. Give me poison, but just a little at a time. Let me taste that first sweet kiss. Let me savor the sublime. Feed me poison, and I'll just close my eyes. Let it smother all the pain. Stick it straight into my vein and say you'll be mine. Oh, Henry. feed me poison, just a little at a time. Let me taste that first sweet kiss. Let me savor the sublime. Give me poison, and I'll just close my eyes. Let it smother all the pain. Stick it straight into my vein and say you'll be mine. Let it smother all the pain. Stick it straight into my vein and say you'll be mine. Thanks, everybody. Henry Salvia. I'm Maurice Tani. Yeah, let's, what'd she say? Play another song. Do we know? Do we know any more songs? The Beatles. Oh, the Beatles. You guys like the Beatles? I know they're not everybody's taste. We don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, that would be overtime, and that's time and a half.
Whoa, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get the tip jar out. All right then, the tip jar is coming out.
Don't make him come out there. Let's say, do I actually do this in F, or do I change this key? I do it in F. I do it in F. Give me an E. It sounds like it's in tune to me.
It does sound close enough.
Okay, this is Eric. Once again, thank you so much for letting us come and do this on this most important of national holidays. It's
This is the holiday that counts.
That's right.
All right.
Reason
all right.
Hey, gentlemen.
All right.
You don't realize how much I need you. Love you all the time and never leave you. Please come on back to me. I'm lonely as can be. I need you. Said you had a thing or two to tell me. How was I to know you would upset me? I didn't realize as I looked in your eyes, you told me. Oh yes, you told me you don't want my loving anymore. That's when it hurt me. And feeling like this, I just can't go on anymore. Please remember how I feel about you. I could never really live without you. So come on back and see just what you mean to me. I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. That ought to do it. Right.
Thank you.
Did we get the love, the Valentine's Day thing? It seems like
Thank you, Deb.
Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Kate. Thanks, Mary Ellen. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Mary Ellen.
Ben Fong Torres.
Thank you, you guys are
Oh, give our best to your pal Joe.
Big plug. Thanks, Diane.
All right. Well, you know, we're gonna do this again in when did I say that strings gig was?
Like March 5th?
March, something like that. It'll be at Strings over there, and we'll have Mike with us
Yes.
for that one.
Somebody will know the song.
Somebody, I always say, you know, I have a lot of people, you know, kind of come in and out of the band, and it's like I always tell them, you know, don't worry too much about how the song goes, you know, just dance on top of the thing. The only person in any band that actually needs to know the songs is the bass player. They need to know the roots. Other thing, everybody can. The guitar player can noodle. The piano can dance on top.